want to give you a short introduction to the shortcodes. We jump here to our menu manager and select the home. We want to have a wide layout and no site title. We save and close, and you see that this part is now disabled. Now we jump directly to our article, in this case the home page, and we jump to our shortcode system. For example, we want now to add a simple headline. For example, let's copy this code. You see here all other options. We copy, save, and refresh, and see that we here now got a wide headline. But first, add a block around this. We choose again the shortcode system, choose parallax blocks, and for example, let's simply add this one. This can be deleted, and we copy this here to our area. We want to have no padding. As background color we use primary, that's absolutely okay. Class can be empty at the moment, and of course if the background color is primary, the color should be white or something other. We save, refresh, and see that we now got a white area. Of course we must remove this margin here and maybe center the content that it's limited to here. That's also very simple. Class we add empty -50. Let's check if that was the correct one. Perfectly. You can also see this helper classes here. Here empty 0, mr 0, and go on. Now we want to limit the content. We have already seen that this must be done with the container shortcode. We choose container. Also give this a little bit space and close the container. We save, refresh, and see that it's now limited. Now let's check a few other shortcodes. You see you have here really a lot that can all be easily used. For example, now add a button here. We copy, for example, this one and add it directly under our headline. Link the alt type. As color we choose white. It's large, the title and the name here. For example, click me. We save and refresh and see that we here now got also a button. Maybe we want to center it. That's also easy. P, align, and then center. We save and refresh and see that it's working now. Maybe we want to give that a little bit more space. We use the spacer shortcode for this. You can see this all here in this button. Spacer height, maybe 25. Let's check, and it's working fine. But maybe first let's add here a little bit of text. We choose a paragraph. I copy a little bit of blind text here. And as color for the paragraph, we want to choose white. We save, refresh, and see that it's working. Now let's also align it to the center. Align, center. Save, refresh, and it's absolutely working perfect. Oh, I see it's a small error here. Here. Align. Now it's all fine. Now let's add 3 icon boxes. First we choose the columns, and we see here already a small example. We copy this. First let's wrap this in a container, because we don't want to have the full width here. Copy and make some spaces that it looks better. Copy also this, give a little bit of space, and for the medium viewport we want here 4, 4, 4, cause it should always be fit to 12. Let's save, and we see we got 3 parts here. Now let's copy here the shortcodes for the icon box, for example. We choose icon box and give here a quick example. Copy this. You see, it's very important for me that this looks all fine. I wrap this also in a paragraph. Save, and we see what happens. It's looking really nice. We got a small icon box. For example, we can also delete these values here, making here a little bit more text. And we see it's working great. Of course, there are also a few other types of the icon boxes. You see here the type. Let's choose, for example, vertical. You see type vertical. We simply add this type vertical. At the moment we don't use a link for it, and see what happens. It's now perfectly aligned here. We don't want the headline to be a success, we want primary. Save. And we see that it fits now better to our template. Of course, you can also customize this shortcode. You have really a lot of options for most shortcodes in this template. For example, let's here add an icon as similar. We can choose colors, background colors, border colors, and much more. You can also open links in Lightbox, animate it. For example, we use as icon. You can choose here a simple icon. Let's choose here the tablet. Copy this, paste this, refresh, and you see it's already working. For example, let's change the type to box. Save and refresh, and you see it's already working nice. It's also possible to have type vertical and some other ones, but let's choose this. Now we simply copy this, because we want to have 3 of these boxes. Here and here. Save, and we got 3 nice boxes here. You see, it's really easy to use the shortcodes. Of course, you maybe need some minutes to check the code and how everything is working. It's really important to use the spaces that you see where a shortcode starts and where it ends. For the next step, we want again a full width area, maybe with a background image. We simply copy this block and paste it under our other content. We choose no class because we don't need it here. Background color can be primary, or let's choose dark. Then we modify this shortcode we again choose the parallax and see here background image and overlay. That's the next one where we use background image, and we choose one from the images folder, sample data for example, or maybe banners. No good backgrounds. Here the header seems to be nice. We copy the image URL and give them a dark overlay. Save, refresh, and see that we here now have a small parallax area. Of course it's at the moment no real parallax, but we can easily make it to 1. That's also very simple. Choose parallax and set it to yes. Now when we refresh, we see that it moves the image slowly down. Now let's maybe add here some testimonial, for example. We choose the shortcodes, choose testimonials. For example, we use this one. We delete the other content, paste it in, and for example, let's see what's happened. And we see we got here a default testimonial. In the moment I think it looking better if we choose here the center layout. So type center. Let's save and refresh. Seems there the error. Type center. Oh, that was the wrong one. Of course we have to use here the type center. Then it looks this way. Let's maybe give here a much larger text. Copy here a few sentences. Refresh and see that it's looking fine now. Maybe we can choose another overlay, for example with a white one. It maybe looks better. Choose light or white, both is possible. And you see it's really easy to change the shortcodes to whatever you want, or use overlay primary to get a small blue overlay. You see this is also possible. Of course we have now to make the text here white, but that's also no problem. We switch back to dark because I think it's look best. Now we see we got to make this text white because it's looking better, I think, and remove this space. So we jump back to our article, choose here a class for this block. Yeah, color minus white, and we have to give this block a negative value for the padding. I think 25 pixels are enough. We save and see that it's perfectly working. But of course there's also a really nicer and easier way to create pages with the shortcodes. You can simply use our own pre-built template layouts. For example, let's choose the homepage, for example, where we have in our demo. Of course currently not with the slider, but you see this is looking great. Of course images are missing currently here, but all other seems to be working really fine. So let's also delete this and let's choose the About Us layout. We copy also, paste it in, save, refresh, and see that also this is wonderful working. Of course you have really to make new images here, because in our demo installation they are not included. In the quick start they are included, but not in an empty installation. Let's check another one. For example, let's choose the services layout, paste in, and you see it's already working. You see here a message to include here accordion module. Functions are given, all fine. Let's choose now maybe the About Us layout 5. We paste it in, refresh, and see that it's working great. Of course, again, without images. But let's take this page and replace here some images and do the theme modules here. We jump back here, choose images, choose sample data, for example for the parks, the animals, and we choose this sweet one. We replace them, save, and we're done for this part. You see it's working fine. Now let's include the theme modules. And we see we got here a load position theme 9. First let's delete the alert message and we choose theme 1, theme 2, and theme 3. We save. See in the front end, of course it's nothing appearing, because we first have to manage the modules. We click new and choose here the template theme block. We choose as name theme 1. Position we use theme 1. Menu assignment on all pages. Permissions all fine. Choose style 1. We choose the image. Let's check the headers maybe. Let's choose this one. Of course it's a bit small, but for our demo it's okay. Use as name John. Position is coworker. And we paste a bit of text inside here, maybe a small description or similar. We want to have 3 links. Choose here Twitter, here LinkedIn. Of course the icon can always be accessible somewhere in the module. You can see them, for example, here in the font Awesome. For example, search Twitter, and you see the name is Twitter. Make in front of it a FA slash to make the name accessible for the icon font. Got 3 links. We save, refresh, and see that it's greatly working. We got here our 3 links. Of course you can choose alternative layouts. We got 3 included in this one. Or maybe the style 3. Of course it's not really nice working here because of the small image. We choose again style 1, because this looks best for this case, I think. Then simply save as copy, choose theme 2, For position we use also team2. You can name the positions, the module positions, like you wish. Don't use white spaces or special characters, but generally you can use whatever you want. Let's save, and again save as copy, team3, team3, save and close, and we got now all freed team members here. So you see, it's really easy to create pages in really no time. For this case now it will be looking good when we have a menu headline here. So simply jump back to the menu manager and say here the default site title maybe. Save, and you see you got them now here. Thanks for watching this tutorials about the usage of the shortcodes in our newest template. If you got any questions, you can of course contact us over our ticket system. Thank you.